Welcome to the Motormouth YouTube channel. I'm Zach.
I'm Andrea.
And we do full-length car reviews every week. Halfway through, we stop for a segment called Questions, Coffee, Cars. You seem to like it, so we made it a standalone segment. And how do you play along?
Follow along on Instagram at Motormouth_Andrea. I put a post out each week on Sunday. Get your questions in. They come in fast and furiously. Once we have them, I delete the post and then we put on the show.
Time now for questions, coffee, and cars.
Your questions from Instagram.
If you had to get an EV, your garage charging issue aside, you know us, which would it be? What would you pick?
BMW i4. Easy. Easy peasy.
If there's no budget, I would pick the GV70 electric.
That would be my SUV choice.
Yeah, I think that is just practical. The problem with the i4, which I also love, is it's just small. So
great.
if I want to take some extra people, I don't want to cram them in the back seat. I know Zach wouldn't care because he would never sit in the back seat.
How often do we really take people in the back seat?
I take the boys.
Like now that they're older, not
Still,
very often.
I don't want to just shove them back there.
Yeah. You can let them sit up front. Let them drive, Andrea.
Hi there. My wife and I really love your channel. Thank you. And we always recommend it to anyone looking to purchase a vehicle. See, we
awesome.
love that.
Share away.
Yeah. We watched your recent review on the 2024 VW Atlas and also your review of the 2023 Subaru Ascent. Please help us decide between two options. Which model would you both recommend between the VW Atlas Peak Edition or the Subaru Ascent Onyx trim?
I'm going to let you jump into all that. I just want to let you know we are working on doing a top 5 3-row SUV.
Yes.
Our choices for the top 5. We're waiting to get the Ascent. We get it in 2 weeks. We have driven the Ascent, but they've done a little facelift to it.
Yeah.
So we're waiting to get that back to see if it changes our opinion. One nice thing about the Atlas and the Ascent is the second row, right?
Yeah. On the Atlas, the great thing is you can get a bench seat on all trims. And then that Onyx trim as well, bench seat or captain's chairs, which is great. You will pay less money for the Ascent. It's over $4,000 less. And I think the Ascent is one that people forget about. Couple differences, and this could be a major one for you. The Ascent has a CVT. And the Atlas gets an 8-speed automatic transmission. So, but fuel economy on the Ascent
It's better.
is better because of that CVT.
The Atlas is bigger. It just is bigger.
Yeah.
But it's interesting now that Subaru is out there as kind of an outlier, along with Mazda with the CX-90 with a turbo 4-cylinder.
Yeah.
And now the rest of the industry is sort of moving to what they've done. The Atlas now has a turbo 2-liter 4-cylinder. It's basically a glorified version of the GTI engine. And the Subaru isn't as fun to drive, I would say.
No, and the power is equivalent on the two, but I just love that Peak Edition. I like what Volkswagen has done with it. I like that green color. I even like the interior. So I think the Ascent is wonderful, but for me, I'm just leaning towards the Atlas, that Peak Edition. I currently own a 2017 Porsche Macan. Nice choice. Is it worth upgrading to a newer generation? Either the facelifted 2019 or the 2022 model? This is a good question.
I got a lot of opinions on this.
Well, you go first and then I'll give mine.
Okay, so the facelifted 2019 was, in my opinion, the Goldilocks Macan. Because what they did was they put the big new infotainment screen in there, opposed to the 8-inch that was in before.
10.9 inch.
Yeah, so the nice big screen. But they left all of the hard keys and buttons that we have in this vehicle, which is the Porsche Cayenne. So it was the Goldilocks. New tech, old tech, together. And I believe 2019 they came out with the GTS. 375 horsepower. If you can swing for the fences and get one of those, nice.
The great thing about the 2022 model is that it gets more power. You know, that all of them kind of they all got a power bump. So that base model, if that's what you're looking at, now has more horsepower, but it also has more piano black at the center console. So I do believe that I would try and get the 2019 model. If you want the extra tech, 2019 is great, but even more is offered in the 2022 model, but you've got to like the look of that interior.
Or you're going to pay more. The nice thing is in the 2019 model, basically from a distance, you wouldn't be able to spot it from the new one. There are changes. And the big one is that they put the light bar at the back from taillight to taillight. So it's going to look more modern and fresh, even though it's a 2019. I say you go for the 2019.
I think so too.
Save some money, get a certified pre-owned. Will it still be certified pre-owned? Anyway.
I don't know if it will be.
Up until last year when they brought the new one out.
Is there any word on what the 2024 Kia Sorento refresh might look like or when we might see it? There are rumors that it's coming. From what I've seen online, nothing has been confirmed from Kia yet. It's not going to have that huge change like we see with the Santa Fe.
Why not?
It's going to get some tweaks here and there. Once again, this hasn't been confirmed by Kia, but it's going to still look like a Sorento.
I think they can't help themselves at Kia and Hyundai. When they do facelifts, they go at it. So yes, it might look similar, but I guarantee you there's going to be wholesale changes, especially for the interior, because the Sorento is kind of an outlier compared to the other vehicles. It has a totally different dash than we've seen in the new products. So I would expect that you're probably going to see the similar interior to the Sportage.
Yes, they're saying that a new screen.
With the dual screens and getting rid of the Star Wars inspired air vents.
Yeah, which would be nice. So I would expect some nice tweaks to the Sorento.
What's the one thing they could add to Sorento, Andrea? What's your pet peeve about Sorento?
Big pet peeve is that it's just a 6-passenger SUV.
Well,
actually, that's not true.
With the gas.
The hybrid and the plug-in hybrid are 6-passenger. But what they could do with the gas model is that they could have a bench seat on all trims.
They do have bench seat available, but yes, on all trims would be nice.
All trims would be nice. Isn't that what we're looking for?
Andrea wants all trims.
I'm not the only one.
We're single-mindedly here at the Motormouth YouTube channel, charging ahead. Every time we say it, we want the car manufacturers to go, oh, Andrea and Zork, they want 3-row seats, or sorry, a bench available on all trims. Let's do that.
So, who offers that? Honda and VW with the Atlas. You got the Pilot and the Atlas and the Ascent
on a lot of them.
On a lot of them. So also pretty good. Looking
or you know what you just get, Andrea? Get a minivan.
Yeah, well, we got... Actually, I think it's episode 23 is going to have the question about the minivan.
Okay, well,
anyway,
stay tuned.
That's coming. Fine. That's next week.
That's next week. We're recording 2 in a row.
We are.
Because we're going away.
We're going away. We're going on a vacation. We're gonna have some relaxation by the pool. I'm just going to lie there during the day and enjoy the sunshine.
There are no pictures of that, guys.
Looking to trade in.
Unless you want to see me, pasty white Zork with his
He'll show you
with his dad bod, jumping in the pool, splashing the kids.
There's no the other kids. Our kids aren't coming. No.
They're gonna have a party here.
Can you believe we didn't invite them? But they're working.
They're working.
And they're quite happy just to have the house to themselves.
Get the house, and they're like, and they go like this.
And they all come. And they all come running.
Yeah.
Running. Looking and drinking Zach's beer, which drives
the ones that
absolutely
are the ones
crazy.
That are of Andrea, the ones that are of legal drinking age drink the beer.
Yes, our oldest son.
I just went and bought a whole bunch of Beck's. I like Beck's beer, and you can barely find it anywhere. So they better. I told them, hands off my Beck's.
I don't put it in the main fridge. I hide mine elsewhere. Looking to trade in my 2018 Lexus RX for a 2024 Lexus NX or Acura RDX. Am I making a bad decision? I have one child and a dog, want a smaller car for urban parking. I can understand that. Although the RX isn't that big, the 2018 model.
No, it's pretty big. It's classified as a midsize SUV.
I know, but I don't feel when I'm in it that it feels giant.
It's almost a tweener, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not as big as, say, like a Jeep Grand Cherokee. That's an intermediate size as well.
RDX is big.
RDX is good.
It's a good size. I think you'll enjoy the NX more because it is quite small and compact. Actually, it is classified as a compact SUV, but it's one of the smallest in the class for rear seat legroom and cargo capacity. But you know what? You will be quite happy with that. Here's my thought on the RX that you currently own. I find that it's a little bit old and dated
noisy,
inside.
and noisy.
Noisy.
I found it was noisy. The engine, the road noise. The new ones are so much better.
The technology isn't updated. You do
Trackpad.
have that CD player in there. Do you ever use it? I want to know. Type below. Do you use that CD player? I also found the seats were pretty lukewarm when you heated them up, and same with the heated steering wheel.
But that's where the RDX is the winner when it comes to overall packaging, and that's always been the hallmark of that particular vehicle. You get a lot of content. Now in the Canadian market, in the US there's a lot more trims, but in the Canadian market they've just gone A-spec. They've kind of moved the price up, but it comes pretty well fully loaded. And if you want space, the back seat is going to be bigger, the cargo area is bigger.
Yeah.
But over at Lexus, they'll sell you that NX 350H, which has incredible fuel economy.
Yeah, and we also like the pricing on that. Add in Canada the premium package, and I think you're golden. There's great value there if you want to get into a hybrid. I know hybrids and plug-in hybrids are difficult to get. If you need to get a vehicle right away and you don't want to wait, the NX gas model is good too. You guys truly are a joy to watch. Please never stop making content. We don't plan on it.
Well, one day they're going to put me in the ground.
They are not. I'm just making Zach just keep working. Work. He's
What do they
like,
say?
oh my God.
A rolling stone
He says,
gathers
you're the
no
worst,
moss.
he says to me. What do you say to me?
Well, yeah, I call her Vladdy.
Yeah, he calls me Vladdy because...
Okay, Vladdy, let's get at it.
You know, considering what's going on right now in Russia, it's not great. But it's just a little joke between us that we're now sharing with you. He just feels that I'm always like pushing the content. No, Zach, we got to do this. Can't we take a vacation? We can, but we have to have the content scheduled. You guys...
Taskmaster.
Yeah, I'm looking for a plug-in...
We all have our roles on this channel. As we discovered... Last week, I'm the chief goof, and Andrea is
troublemaker, chief troublemaker.
And then and this one here is Vladdy.
Did you watch our Acura Integra Type S? Do with his trumpet sound.
And then
He used to play trumpet.
I played trumpet for 8 years. Yeah, I was very good.
I didn't play an instrument, although
I just want to say you're not Vladdy after Vladimir Putin.
What am I?
You're Vladimir Guerrero Jr. from the Toronto Blue Jays, who likes to hit home runs and smash them out of the park, Andrea.
Oh, I love that.
That's the kind of Vladdy.
Well done.
All right, well done. Nice save, right?
Well done.
Nice save.
I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, I'm looking for a plug-in hybrid or electric, but I am a taller driver at 6'7", mostly legs.
All legs.
My knees, that's not Zach's problem. No, he's all torso.
I'm the other. I'm all torso and I got the wee haggis legs. And our son has it too, poor guy.
I know, Charlie. My knees are a problem. I can understand that with center consoles. Aside from the Ioniq 5, any other suggestions that have low or no center consoles? Zach's going to hate this, but I did a little research on this for you. Wait till I say it. Wait till I say it.
Okay, let me hear it.
Tesla.
I was going to say
quite
Tesla.
Good, yeah.
The first thing that popped to mind when it's like they have that big dome roof. Oh, I was going to say Tesla.
A couple others.
What other was the one that had the trays, the two trays that came down? That was the Nissan Ariya.
Ariya was good.
That was really good.
Check out the Ariya. A few others on forums suggested the Volvo XC40 Recharge. Definitely not the Polestar. That's got a
really high center console.
And then the other one that others suggested was the Volkswagen ID4.
Yeah.
There's another one.
Yeah, Vladdy.
I love... Now that I know Louis really speaking. No,
Vladdy.
That's wonderful. I'm hitting home runs out of the park.
That's it. Vladdy doesn't speak any English. He always has an interpreter with him. So I'll interpret if I need to through this.
I think I'm okay.
He's from the Dominican.
Okay. I love your work. Thank you. Oh my God, you guys are so great.
Let me interpret that. Oh my God, that is so great.
I've been watching for a few years now. Keep it up. Apart from the 3.3 liter V6, do you think the CX-90 was a major improvement over the CX-9? I'm going to let you go first.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, whenever you're getting new tech, my only issue with this product, and I said it to Andrea, is I'm not totally convinced with an all-new engine, all new transmission, all new all-wheel drive system, all new platform, all new interior. I would wait a little while on that one. I'm not saying they're going to have any issues. It's just that I would err on the side of caution. Mazda as a brand in the last few years has absolutely done incredibly well with quality scores.
Yeah.
But previous to that, they had struggled. And it's because their cars are now so mature, the engines and transmissions have been around a long time.
Of course.
So this new one, I'm just curious.
And I thought the CX-9 was terrific. The 2.5 liter non-turbo or turbocharged engine in Mazda models are very good. I mean, sometimes when we're in a CX-5 or a CX-50 and we have the non-turbo, we can't believe how good it is. So I was always a fan of the CX-9, but it needed updates.
The interior.
It's got a panoramic sunroof. It has wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. CX-90 offers a beautiful interior, but anytime you bring a new powertrain in, it does make people a little bit leery. Not to say that Mazda's going to have any issues. The Acura RDX was a perfect example of that.
Yes.
They released
How did
a
that
brand
start
new
in
one.
2019, Andrea?
It didn't start
Didn't
well.
start well.
And it's reliable now, but it's now 2023.
2024 soon.
Yeah.
Okay, there was a great point I was going to make. Oh, that's what it was. So this has got an inline 6-cylinder. Everybody's losing it. Oh my, it's got an 8-speed automatic inline 6-cylinder rear bias all-wheel drive. Oh, I'm getting a BMW at the cut rate price. Well, we're here to tell you, we just had the updated BMW X5.
Yeah.
It ain't no BMW.
No, it's not. And both Zach and I think we said it at the same time. Now this is an inline 6.
This is how they
and
do it.
And this transmission is incredible.
Well, the thing is, when you get the BMW X5, right, it's been updated. So stick around for that video. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Like really good. Like don't hesitate when it comes
coming
out.
Coming out on no, not Saturday. Saturday?
Yeah, it's coming out. When it comes out, Andrew, you got to click on it and watch it.
Saturday, it's coming out.
And even if you're not interested in the X5, start the video and then jump in the shower and let it play. You don't have to watch it, but just play it for us and give it a thumbs up and a like and all that. So the other thing is that is just unbelievable. Like you paying a lot of money for that car.
Yeah.
You're getting value. There's value there.
You really are. And we talk about this all the time, Zach and I. Vehicles are getting expensive. That starts at over $86,000 Canadian now. And you start adding packages. I said to Zach, even if I got like a more stripped down X5, I would still need one package. That brings me to 91,000 Canadian. Wow.
Crazy.
I think we're going to keep our older
Pepper.
vehicles for longer, that's for sure. Where do you think the auto industry is heading between hybrid and fully electric? With manufacturers like VW announcing that they will fully electrify their lineup by 2030, while others like Toyota, Hyundai, and Kia strongly pushing towards hybrid. Keep up the great work, guys. Thank you.
Quick announcement. So Jim Farley, the CEO of Ford Motor Company, just made an announcement last week that the full push to EV is not going as planned.
Yeah.
They're struggling with production. They're struggling with actual demand. That's the thing is their trucks are expensive, right? The F-150 Lightning. And he says they're going to come up with a whole bunch of new hybrids.
That's good.
And because Toyota is absolutely slaying it with hybrids.
Smart. And we really like hybrids and plug-in hybrids. We promote them all the time. Difficult to get right now, as we said earlier. VW, interestingly enough, yes, you're right. They are focusing on pure electrification, BEVs. However, I asked a head person from Volkswagen about a miss with plug-in hybrids, and he agreed. He actually said we're doing more research, and we have a feeling, nothing's been announced, but that a Tiguan plug-in hybrid is coming.
Yeah, I think some of these brands, as this is my crystal ball. Okay, it's we'll say 2024 because they're starting selling 2024 models now. So all of these jurisdictions have said by 2035 we're going to be 100% EV. You're not going to be able to sell anything but EV. Here's the news flash. Cars are expensive, and with this push to change the supply chain to full battery electric, they're going to be more expensive. If you think the price of electric cars is coming down, I got a news flash for you. They're not. And the public will start to just get really pissed off and grumpy at a certain point and start saying to their politicians, well, I can't afford a car. Okay, so they're gonna have to walk some of these grand announcements back a little bit. We're starting to see it in the UK with their net zero. The Tory government that's in power is kind of like they're not sure if they're going to embrace it or not.
Yeah. And plug-in hybrids are getting more range now. We see even the BMW X550e now has more range. I think it's great. There's rumors about the X3 plug-in hybrid, a new one coming next year. It's going to have more range. Right now, it's not available in the US, only in Canada, but apparently it will be available in North America. So I think that will be really nice.
And you see a difference between Mercedes-Benz, who's going more full EV, right? And then BMW, when they made their announcement about electrification, so sure, they have some full battery electric vehicles, but they said our focus is on plug-ins. And they sell incredibly well. Like the base Model 3 Series is a plug-in, and it's not that expensive. I mean, for a BMW, it's not that expensive. I think it's the right way to go right now.
And sometimes I'll talk to manufacturers when we get in front of them at these drive events, and I'll say, for those who don't have a plug-in hybrid or a hybrid, and they'll say to me, okay, we're considering maybe bringing in a plug-in hybrid, but no hybrids. We will not bring in a hybrid. So I think that's the case with Volkswagen. If there is going to be something, it's going to be a plug-in hybrid. Any rumors for an updated Subaru Forester?
Oh, we've been asked this a million times. We've asked a million times.
Well, you know what's funny is I was going back and forth with head office. We just got
Subaru.
the Impreza with
You
Subaru.
are head office, Vladdy.
And this question came in, and I was like, oh my gosh, we get asked this all the time about the Forester. So I write to him, and
What did he
say,
say?
this is where you're going to laugh. This is his response.
Was this
kind
Sebastian?
of cute. No, not Sebastian. Madison.
Madison.
So Madison says, oh, I love that there's so much hype around the Forester, that your viewers are interested in it. And then I was like, oh, is he going to say something? And then I continue reading. Sorry, no information available at this time.
The last time they updated a new Subaru Forester, you know where it was, Andrea?
Where?
Japan.
Ooh.
So if
maybe that will be it. Maybe it'll be at the Tokyo Motor Show in October.
Well, no, I think they need to have a special drive event at their proving grounds like we did last time. That was fun.
Could be. We would like that. Madison, Julie,
Sebastian. So we're going long here, Andrea.
Okay,
we got one more. Two
okay,
more?
one more or two more. I could do two
no,
more.
No, 2 more. We'll hold
two more, Zach.
We'll one more, and then next week. The great thing about questions, coffee, and cars, it's like a bad smell. You can't get rid of it.
We just keep coming back.
Yeah, Andrea has decided.
What have I decided?
That we're doing one every week now.
Yeah. Vladdy, damn Vladdy has decided we're doing one every week.
Another
Zach
home
was like,
run.
really? Every week?
Can we not get a day off?
No.
Glad.
This is like the black hole.
Well, the thing is in baseball.
This is it, Zach. It's content.
Yeah, the internet is a black hole that can never be filled. But
Sure.
you know what? During the regular season of baseball, they play pretty much every day.
That's
But you know
true.
what they get off?
What do they get off?
They get the winter off, and they go, and then Vladdy goes back to the Dominican and sits on the beach.
Smart.
All right,
I'm going
last
to do that
question.
next week. Not a beach, but a pool.
No pictures.
When will the new Toyota Tacoma be available for sale?
Oh,
Any insight
this is
on
an easy one.
pricing? The Tacoma looks amazing. I can't wait to drive it. Okay, this is what we know. End of the year is when it's going to be available. Gas model. Hybrid.
I want the Sport.
2024.
The blue one that I'm showing you now, the blue one with the manual transmission. Oh yeah, that's the one I want.
I'm thinking around October, maybe we'll get some word on pricing of this year. I don't know if for the hybrid, maybe it'll just be pricing for the gas model, maybe it'll be both. So it's coming. We're hoping to get invited on the drive event by Toyota.
Yeah, I think it's looking good. And then the hybrids will come in the spring of 2024.
That's right.
And that's it. You
That's
wanted
it.
to go one more.
Well,
I saw you.
look at them.
I know.
There's still more, Zach.
Keep them for next week. That will be segment 23. Episode 23. All right, we're all done. We're all done. So you need a break, Andrea. So how do you play along again?
Well, you just follow along at Motormouth_Andrea on Instagram. I put a post out every Sunday because we're doing one every week now, right? Get your questions in. It's up for like 90 minutes to 2 hours, and then it's removed once we gather our questions for the show.
You knocked it out of the park, Drea. Nice.
Mm-hmm.